Hi everyone, I'm Carol from the Caregiving and Community Health Division, AIC. I'm glad today to share with you some of the caregiving programs and resources available to help you in the caregiver journey. Just a quick introduction of what AIC. What we do is that we set up a vibrant care community for people to live well and also age gracefully. So AIC actually coordinate and also support efforts in integrating care to achieve the best care outcome for our client. And we reach out also to the caregiver and also seniors with information and for them to stay active and age well and also connect people to the service that they need. Okay, so with the aging population in Singapore and also shrinking family size, definitely there are more demands on our caregiver. And in view of that, to address the needs of the caregiver, MOH actually together with the partner agencies developed the Caregiver Support Action Plan. There's 5 focus areas in the action plan. There will be care and navigation, financial support, workplace support, caregiver respite option, and also the caregiver empowerment and training. And what we hope to achieve is that we want to engage, empower, and also enable our caregiver through the various work in these 5 focus areas. First, I would like to share with you maybe the services available to support your loved one in the community. What happened is that when your loved one falls sick and they needed help as they recover at home, the pressure of caregiving can be high. So at this point, you may be looking for care options for you to look after your loved one. For example, there will be services that you need to provide care for your senior who need help in their daily living, or you need programs that actually help to engage and stimulate the senior physically and also mentally. AIC actually can help to link you up with the community-based care services. There are 3 main groups of, or 3 main types of the service that you can turn to. First, there is care at home. We also call it home care, which provide care at the care recipient's home. Second, we call that care center. We also call it daycare or center-based care, which the individuals can actually go in the day and then return home to their families in the evening. And lastly, the stay-in care. So for this, basically for those who cannot care for themselves or when they need care that cannot be provided at home. For more information of the care services, please visit our AIC website and they have a full listing of the care services as well. And at this stage, likely you'll wonder, then how can I apply? You can actually get a referral from the hospitals or the polyclinic that your elderly visit, or maybe you can visit our AIC Care Link that nears you. You can also actually visit the eCare app locator, which is actually an AIC website, and you can ask the service provider for more details as well. And at this segment, you may want to know that because with the increasing healthcare cost, finances definitely is one of the key concerns for caregiver. And what I'm going to do is I will introduce some of the financial schemes that could actually help you to defray the caregiving costs. There are 3 caregiving financial schemes that I'll be sharing with you. The first is the Caregiver Training Grant. This is a $200 annual subsidy that you can actually apply for you to attend the approved caregiver courses. And the second one is the Home Caregiving Grant. Well, the Home Caregiving Grant is a mean-tested grant that you can use to defray the cost of caregiving expenses for care recipients with permanent moderate disability. And the third one is the Senior Mobility Enabling Fund. For this fund, you actually can provide subsidies for the devices, for example, like commode or even wheelchair, or the home healthcare items, for example, like diapers. This will be assessed by the qualified assessor to determine the suitability. Aside from just now what we mentioned of the 3 financial schemes, there are many other financial assistance schemes available as well. So do check out our brochure that we have actually 4 languages available. That will actually tell you much more about different financial assistance that could actually help you. And in this segment, I'm going to introduce you some of the caregiver support programs and resources. As you have been, if you have never been a caregiver before, you might find it's very stressful or maybe feel unprepared to take on or to look after someone who needs special attention. And caregiving can be quite overwhelmed to you because you have to remember or have to consider many important things and also you have to learn techniques to look after your loved one and create a safe environment for your care recipient as well. So caregiver training will be important in this extent. So it can actually help to equip you with the skill to look after your loved one and also create a comfortable and safe environment for your care recipient. And I have highlighted two examples here. One of them is called ABCs of Caregiving. In short, actually, it's an activity of daily living caregiver training that helps you to provide skill that you know how to look after your loved one in their daily life. And also the good things about this ABC caregiver is that they also customize based on the mobility status of your care recipient. The next one is basic elder care course. If your care recipients actually require higher nursing skill, or maybe because of their advanced age or the complete or more complicated medical conditions, you can consider this basic elder care courses that provide more comprehensive elder care training. And what I want to highlight is that the caregiver training courses actually have much more than this too. We have more than 40 training providers offering more than 200 CTG approved courses. Therefore, do check out our AIC website to learn more about different kind of caregiver training available for you. And then aside from attending caregiver training, there are other caregiver resources that are available to help you to equip you with the knowledge and also the skills as well. So as you can see here, we have quite a comprehensive range of caregiver resources, and also we understand that if you're looking after someone with dementia or mental health conditions, definitely they will be more challenging. And the following 3 slides will actually provide more caregiver resources on how you can support this group of care recipients. This is one of the example of the e-learning available for on dementia awareness. And this will be the e-learning module on mental health awareness. And there are also caregiver app and also virtual HDB design guide to help caregiver to look after persons with dementia as well. And this segment, I'm going to tell you that you need to look after self-care. So often caregiver will find that they have very less time for themselves, or they have trouble balancing work schedules around caregiving. Therefore, it's important for you to care for yourself while you're looking for others. Night respite program basically is the overnight respite option that we have launched with some nursing homes. What we aim to do is that we want to support the caregiver of seniors with dementia that are experiencing behavior and also sleep issues at night. So this respite program will allow the caregiver, especially those who are looking after or caring for senior in the day, so that they can catch some rest at night. And the seniors will be engaged through the cognitive activities and also behavior, to manage their behavior and sleep issues in the program. I would just like to highlight that for this program, because during the COVID period, unfortunately we have to suspend, but we are working towards restarting the program again at the end of this year. So we'll be starting with Vanguard Woodland to serve the people more towards the northern part of Singapore. The next I will introduce the Go Respite program. It is a pre-enrollment system with selected nursing homes and also senior care centers. Basically what we hope to do is to shorten the activation time for respite service. And the caregiver will be encouraged to register and complete some of the administrative processes early, for example, assessment of the eligibility criteria for subsidies, so that less time is required when they need to tap on the respite service. And also I need to highlight that for Go Respite program during this COVID period, because there is a shortage of the nursing home and center-based facility vacancy, so we might have difficulty actually putting you into the your preferred nursing home or even center-based places as well. So we seek your understanding on this. Next, we'd like to share with you on this Post 9.6 Support for Dementia program. This is a program actually to support those that are newly diagnosed with dementia and their caregiver. What happens is that people usually find that they feel this identity loss, or maybe uncertainty, maybe a sense of helplessness when they were first told that they have dementia. So this post-diagnostic support for dementia basically wanted to help the caregiver to come to terms with the conditions and also caregiver to address the caregiver burden and also the caregiver burnout. And beyond having a strong suite of formal services to support caregiver, a good social emotional support for the caregiver is also very important. So the caregiver community outreach team is to provide the dedicated focus on caregivers. It provides outreach to the caregiver, case management, and also support through the counseling and the social emotional programs. And also important to have the platform for the caregiver to connect with other fellow caregivers. The caregiving support networks allow the caregiver to focus on self-care, stay connected with the peers, and also promote caregiver well-being. We have 7 caregiver support networks across dementia-friendly communities now that provide a platform for the caregiver to interact and engage in the activities. So with all this, you may now wonder, how can you get connected with AIC? Okay, AIC actually is your one-stop resource center. So in a nutshell, AIC connects you with the community care. Here are the various ways you can reach us for help or maybe get connected with us. The caregiving journey may seem difficult and tedious at times. I just want to stress that you are not alone in this caregiver journey. There are various support actually available to help you and your loved one. There are community services that actually support your loved one in the center or at home. And there are financial schemes and assistance to help you to defray the caregiving costs, respite program for you to take a break, and also resource and training to help you to equip with the skills and technique. And importantly, also the peer support network program to provide you platform to engage with other caregivers and also to have psychosocial support from each other. Therefore, important for you to reach out for help and support when you need. Remember, you don't need to assume all the full caregiver burden all by yourself. And with this note, I would like to end my sharing today. Thank you for your time. Goodbye.